Okay, so what do you need to forgive in this connection? Is there something that you're still holding on to that is getting in your way? Let's take a look. Okay, so what I get is you need to give yourself for not knowing in the beginning what this connection was, that this person was the one, the manifestation sent to you. Maybe you weren't quite ready to receive it. Maybe you couldn't accept and believe it. But yeah, you just didn't know what you didn't know then. And again, it repeats over here this regret about not knowing that you were supposed to recognize this person as a person with which you wanted to, or meant to merge worlds, build a life with, that they were the one. You regret about that because of the doubt, because of how you pushed them away, because of the fact that you just weren't ready to love because your heart was really, really hurt at that time from another situation that you couldn't control. You were doing your best and you just didn't know. Yeah, it was after a tower moment in your life, and I think possibly a toxic relationship, possibly at least verbally, mentally abusive. You were not at your best to be able to, be like, yeah, of course you're the one. You're going to guard my heart. Just come on in. I'm going to let down all my guards after everything I did to survive this situation over here. It took you time to make that judgment call. It took you time to make that judgment call. Because for a very long time, you didn't actually know what the truth was for you. You were so used to so many people's opinions coming at you, and in survival mode, you had to concede to a lot of them to not create this like consistent daily tower moment in your home. So you need to give yourself grace for coming through that, for leaving that, for not knowing if on the outside of that you could trust what was coming towards you and feel whole with it. You had to heal. You had to heal and know your own strength and know your own truth in order to receive the love that was being presented to you. And you push love away, you push this person away, you had a big role in a lot of the tower moments and the disconnect, or maybe even the current disconnect that you're experiencing. Because trauma takes hold, and trauma clouds our judgment. Filters of past experience cloud our judgment in very strong ways. And I think you feel really guilty and upset because I think that you had one last giant lashing out. And I think that things were kind of like going your way, and then you tore them down again one last time. But you know what? Healing comes in cycles and spirals. I don't know if you know the Fibonacci code 369. It's everywhere in nature, and it's definitely in healing. It's in our DNA. You started out small, you leveled up, You are at it's almost like looking into into the inside of a tornado or through a hurricane. You started at a 3, you made it to a 6, and you're definitely at the 9 now. Wow, 9 of Cups, look at that. I think even though this is very painful and you guys are in separation right now, like I see you guys split, this was very, very necessary, just like final thing that happened for you to really complete the healing within yourself, to be able to accept this love, to accept love in general, to love yourself, And even though it looks like they walked away, I don't feel like God walked away. I feel this was necessary for both of you because there was still something not quite right in how they were showing up to you. So what I feel is that they walked away, but they, kind of like circled around this mountain over here, walked around the block. They're coming back. This love was sent to you. It was meant for you, but maybe not in the blissful way you thought. Had you just been open to accepting it, it wouldn't have been the storybook story of peace and the fairy tale. This love was meant to shake you up, but when it comes back, it's going to be rock solid, because you are solid in knowing who you are, and in doing so, you also help this person heal. Because, yeah, you feel bad that you supposedly pushed this love away. But there's like the two of you, and then there were secrets they were keeping and just shady ways they hadn't leveled up. And I think that everything that happened, everything you did, taught them a very important lesson about how to do it properly, and it showed you the same. So, you know, I think things are going to be much lighter, much more fun. And look at this, like, pure water. Like there's no ships, there's no rocks, there's fish in the cup. I think he's going to go back in for a swim and have some fun finally. It's like enough of this gilded cage or this gilded cup that he's in. Like, you have set yourself free from so many burdens and so many traumas and so much that you worked through. So, forgive yourself, give yourself grace, and give them grace too. If to answer the question, what you need to forgive yourself for, and what do you need to forgive in this connection? You need to forgive yourself for what you did not know, and the healing you had to do to be ready to love on the level that, while you're going to be loving on moving forward. And Maya Angelou, just to paraphrase, she basically said, you do what you do until you know better, and then you do that.